Hello again, Power Ranger family, friends, and fans. It's another Monster Monday. That means it's time for yours truly, Steve Andrino, to kick off another episode of Baboo's Monster Review. And on this Monster Monday, we are finishing up the Green Candle arc with part 2 of the Green Candle. In our last episode, Tommy found out that Rita used the wax that surrounded his body during the Green with Evil story arc when she first created the evil Green Ranger. She kept that wax, and that by burning that wax in a candle, when the candle burns out, that means Tommy will have lost his powers and Rita will have gained them. Of course, she should be a lot more powerful than that anyway, seeing as she's the one that created the Green Ranger, evil Green Ranger. So she should already have some extra powers, but whatever. We're going to go with it. Real quick before we get into that, I have reached out to 3 different individuals about getting the call from me for the 100 subscriber contest I was running. I did already talk to this past weekend. Bolton Biggs was one of the individuals selected for the call. We had actually a pretty long call on Saturday. I have reached out to 2 other people. I have not heard back from them yet. So if I don't hear by Fiend Friday, next episode, then I will go ahead and select a couple of other people. Because, yeah. You know, no point in doing a call with me if you're not going to let me know how to get in touch with you. So, anyway. Okay, back to today's episode. There we go.
I don't believe this. Rita has linked my powers to a candle?
Yes, and if it
Yes,
places
she
you
has.
while in her possession, you will be stripped of those powers and they will belong to Rita forever.
Zordon, isn't there anything we can do?
Someone must journey into Rita's dark dimension and get the candle before it burns out.
So how do I get there?
You don't. Your presence will only accelerate Rita's spell. Another ranger must go in.
So the candle's going to burn faster because it knows you're there. Okay. And of course, you know, Red Ranger, Jason, as leader of the team, should be the one to go.
Makes sense. I'm the only other ranger who's ever been there. It's way too dangerous.
Exactly.
It's your only
He's
chance,
been
Tommy.
there.
No, there was no way I'm gonna risk something happening to Jason because of me. Look, Tommy, you're one of us. You're Power Ranger, man. I'm not gonna stand by and watch while we lose a teammate.
So this goes back to the whole teamwork episode where all of a sudden, you know, instead of being, you know, rivals, if not arch enemies, even though they're on the same team, now they're teammates and everything's good.
This speaks for all of us, Tommy.
Yeah.
And of course, we all know what Kimberly wants.
Hold on, I found it.
Found what?
The molecular energy patterns left by the putties in the park.
What is he talking about?
Alpha's found the doorway to Rita's dark dimension.
And again, this is the new look of Alpha, and of course I don't have an old look ready handy to see what the difference was. Okay, so here we go. We have a candle. It was interesting that it wasn't just a regular round all the way around pillar candle, but actually had like the grooves all the way down.
And with that power, I shall take over the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do it.
So my queen, my empress will finally get her richly deserved victory. Or will she?
They're ready.
Ay, ay, ay. I sure hope this works, Billy.
What are these things?
Molecular decoders. You see, Alpha found traces of the
Molecular
molecular pattern in the park.
decoders. Okay.
Affirmative.
All right, I'm going to stop right here. I have mentioned in several previous episodes that there's always a new Deus Ex Machina introduced to help the Rangers win. You know, first it was the Zords, then it was, getting the Mega Sword was the one that would win everything. Then when they had trouble with, you know, then they got the crystals. So it's always something else. You know, this is the Green Ranger is going to defeat all of us. Oh, wait, no, this is part of the prophecy. He's going to be a good guy. We can turn him. It's always something. This is molecular decoders. So Billy invented something that's supposed to be able to I don't even still understand. Molecular decoder. So it recognizes the molecules of the putties and is able to track them across space and time. And really? Again, I even get them going after the better weapons in the teamwork episode, getting them from Titanus, who was their enemy and has since become their go-to to defeat all the monsters because they can't defeat it without them. Molecular decoders to be able to get to the dark dimension. Guys, come on. Stop making everything
And since the putties
in
teleported
their
from the park
favor.
to Rita's dark dimension, we'll be able to follow the same path with these.
Molecular decoders.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah.
Everyone ready to
Still
go?
doesn't make sense how that would
All
work.
set.
All right, we're out of here.
Thanks. I don't know what else to say.
Absolutely nothing. Just know that you mean a lot to us.
Let's do it.
Stay in contact, Rangers, and be
Okay.
careful.
So they go. Tommy's got to stay. Understandable.
I can't wait till I'm
I can't wait till you're the queen of everything either.
queen of everything. Cyclops,
Again, I'm sorry. Cyclops still looks a little,
we understand each other. To the queen, I knew it. You know what I mean, Golda.
Cyclops will go down to Earth to impersonate Megazord, forcing...
Okay, he said Megazord. I don't know why the caption said Dragonzord. But he starts off as Dragonzord. I don't know.
the Power Rangers into battle. Why would they be confused? Meanwhile, the green candle will burn.
Excellent.
Burn,
Did you
baby,
get
burn.
that?
Disco
Oh,
Inferno. No. Okay, so back to the park. Now,
Cap, is this the place where Goldar captured Tom?
Yeah.
they have actually spikes on the bottom. So I will admit, when I rewatched this episode, I figured they actually were going to, I don't know, drive them into the ground to keep them in place since they need to be lined up perfectly.
Sure. Good. Let's get ready to set up the decoders.
And I have absolutely no idea what this is about.
Come on. Let's see what they're up to.
No idea what they were doing. There has to be another scene, another little bit of the script that explains what they were doing. Because if they were just crouch walking through the tall weed grass, cackling, I don't know. I know Bulk and Skull are a little weird, but that's more than just a little
Almost.
weird.
They need to line up exactly.
Okay, one more thing. Actually, I want to go back to that for 1 second. Just because.
Is this right, Billy?
Almost. They need to line up exactly.
Okay, Billy. Alright, I'm going to do this. You're supposed to be this great scientist, and I would also assume math guy, because you need math for most sciences. Not biology necessarily, but for chemistry, physics, any kind of engineering, any kind of building things, you need math. They need to line up exactly. That is the actual quote. That is the actual line in the script. There are two of them. No matter where you put two of them, they are going to line up. Because a line is the distance between 2 points. Now, if you had 3 of them and you needed to line them up exactly, or more even, that's understandable. 2 of them is going to form a line no matter where you put them. All right, enough science rant. And I know you're probably talking about which way the top parts are, but still,
Let's move, Billy.
I needed to rant about something,
That's
and
just
that
about
was
do it.
it.
Let's fire these puppies up.
Hey, did you guys hear that really gross sound?
Yeah.
And again, I would think sticking them into the ground would keep them in line, as opposed to them
are in our private park. Yeah.
turning like this.
Park. Actually, fellas, this is a public park.
Private park?
Yeah. Anybody but you, Brainiac. So get going. Now.
Just leave us alone. We got work to do.
What are those things? I don't know. Looks find out. Hey, you can look, but don't touch. Nobody tells me what to do.
Again, why would he... I'm not quite sure why he would need to touch. This was hysterical. And I gotta admit, I'm not sure who was actually in there, because I do not know if it was Paul Schreier or not.
You don't look so good.
But I'm gonna say, going down that hill in a barrel, I mean, I remember as a kid rolling down hills and throwing myself down the hills to roll. A, that hill looked a little steep. B, being in the barrel means it's going to move that much faster. I don't know what speed that barrel actually hit the tree. Or, okay, they may have started the barrel just off camera to hit the tree, which is fine, makes sense. But there was that shot of it rolling by itself at a pretty decent speed. I don't know how you would have sped that up or made that safer. See, there's nothing there. Again, I know they tilted the camera somewhat because that looks more like, that's more the angle. But it still rolled a little bit. It still looks like it was rolling pretty good. I think, again, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm thinking it's just a tilted camera that makes it look like it's that steep. And again, that's got to be to protect him. And then, yeah, it's less steep right there at the end. Okay. Sorry, that took me a second.
You don't look so good.
Still have my mind on lining them up
The portal
exactly.
will appear almost immediately once the decoders are activated.
Man, I just feel bad not with them.
Tommy, you must trust in your friends.
I do, Zordon. If Jason can get into the other dimension, I just know he'll get that camera.
Oh, you do you?
What happened?
There's been an attack on the city near Angel Grove. Engage the viewing globe.
Engage the viewing
Started
globe.
battle mode.
What happened?
Yep. So again, Goldar said Megazord, but the caption said Dragonzord, and it's Dragonzord first. And I say first for a reason.
All the Zords are on standby.
It can only be an imposter. No doubt it's Rita's Cyclops monster posing as Dragonzord. And assuming Dragonzord...
Yet again.
Shall I contact the Rangers?
That is what Rita hopes we will do. So that
God, he did that a whole last episode.
Then let me take him on, Zordon.
But you will be all alone against them, Tommy.
Give me this chance. I can handle him.
Very well then. And let the power protect you.
All right. It's Morphin time. Dragon Sword.
Okay, so Zord no longer on standby. And last episode, it took him a couple of tries to get the Dragon Zord out. This time, even though his powers are lessening, able to get the Dragon Zord out right away. And again, we've seen this sequence before, but he's getting ready to fight, so let's slow it down a little. Probably get that one. Okay. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to back up a second here. So here we go. We have two Dragon Zords, right? We have Cyclops Imposter, which presumably is that one. And then we have Tommy Dragonzord. Okay. That does not look like Dragonzord. Interesting. That part does. That part doesn't. That looks like Saber-toothed Tiger and Triceratops. But that's... Interesting. And now he goes to Megazord mode. And as you can see, yeah, there's no yellow. So I guess for that shot, they just used the bottom of the Megazord to make it look like both of them were on screen at the same time. So they did not have two different Dragonzord outfits. Interesting. So now we have Dragonzord Megazord fight for, third time. Or more. There's a few times in Green with Evil. Again, that didn't sound like Squat. I'm just saying, that sounded more like Baboo. But whatever. Down goes Tommy! Because his powers are weakening. Oh wait, no, he wasn't even on board yet. somehow being inside is going to do better. The powers are weakening, kid. You know, it didn't even knock Megazord Cyclops over. And I love the little firework effects off of the candle. Jumps to tail, does the flying kick. Down goes Tommy.
Power Ranger, your doom is near.
Aww. Aww. That's what you get for betraying my Empress Rita. And apparently Cyclops by himself's pretty strong, so again, morphs back into Dragon Zord, and they just have him holding the tail because you can't see the tail in the shot. And Cyclops does it on his own, and apparently he's got laser beams he can shoot out of his one eye. Why didn't you just do that earlier? And now he does Tyrannosaurus Zord.
The candle nears its end. Soon Green Ranger's powers will be yours.
That did burn down quite a lot.
First decoder's been activated.
Second decoder activated.
And again, y'all keep moving them, so I don't know if they would stay lined up anyway.
Good luck, Jason, and may the power protect you.
It may not, but it may.
I'm ready. Close the portal after I'm in.
Hey, Jason. Good luck.
Thanks, bro.
Yes, you will, because you know what's waiting for you on the other side, because you've been there. And did not do as well against
Well, it
Goldar
seems I have a guest.
the last time you were
Welcome
there.
back, old friend. What an unexpected pleasure.
Yeah, look at Cyclops, man, just tossing that Dragon Zord.
That's
Not pressure, impressive.
friend, don't you?
He actually hit him and dodged a couple of sword blows. No, you don't get that candle.
Come and get it, little Red Ranger.
And you know you can't beat him.
He's been
It's been in there 30 seconds. You have no idea what's going on in there.
Come on, Jason.
Green Ranger is in trouble, Zordon.
We cannot hold off any longer. I must send the other Rangers to help him.
But what about the green candle? Ay, 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 ay.
I'm worried about Jace. He should have been back by now.
I'm sure everything's fine. Things
He
take
should have been.
Zordon, what is it?
You must abort the mission. Green Ranger is in serious trouble.
Well, what about Jason? He's not back yet.
One of you will have to enter the portal and retrieve him.
I'll go.
Be careful, Zach. Get Jason and yourself back safely.
I'm ready.
Oh, here we go again. We can open this portal with molecular decoders. Alright, so here we go. I mean, Jason's good at dodging, I guess, but that's about it.
Jason!
And the portal's gone.
No, what are you doing here?
Jason, you gotta come back. Tommy's in big trouble.
You're all in trouble now.
What if I don't get the candle in time to lose his powers?
Oh, he will, all right.
If we don't get to him in time, he'll lose his life.
Which will you choose, Red Ranger?
Come on, Jason. Come on.
You gave up too easily.
That's right. You have no chance of defeating Goldar on your own. Run, coward. Run.
Jason, Zach, that's okay? The candle.
I didn't get it.
But
We'll have to go back.
It's Morphin time.
Yeah. Oh, this time we get the teleport animation instead of seeing the Zords come from everywhere they come from. Gotta mix it up a little bit. Gets a little stale otherwise. That was a little interesting. Teleport into the cockpit. Usually just end up there.
You can't take my powers, Rita.
Oh, yes she can! And here comes Titanus to form the Ultra Zord because, you know, why mess around? We know Titanus works, so we'll just use Titanus for everything now. Because that's what we do. Oh, let me guess, they're going to fire all weapons at once. Who would have thought?
Ultrazord sequence complete! Lock on and fire!
Yeah, I mean, the suit is just so corny
Lock on
looking.
and fire!
I mean, literally, it's basically like a spandex. It's like a putty suit that they just put some foam muscly looking things on there, and then it's got the head. So just not very interesting as a costume for the monster. I mean, the powers were great. He had some good strength. He had the laser beam from his eye. I mean, came close to defeating them, certainly, but just, I mean, all monotone too, not even any color to him. You needed something other than just light gray.
Let's get to the command center!
So yeah, so just boom, done, yep. Ultrazord, one shot, done, game over. No more Cyclops. The green candle is almost out.
Candle is almost out. Soon my queen shall be all powerful.
Just a little bit left.
Behold, the flame's last gasp.
Okay, stop right there. It's out. The candle is out. It should be over. It's done. When the candle burns out, Rita gets all of the Green Ranger's powers. That is what Zordon said. But wait.
I'm going back in after the candle!
I'm afraid it's too late, Rangers. The green candle has been extinguished.
All right, so it's been extinguished.
Then Rita's won?
There is only one way to stop the transference of power now. The Green Ranger must give up his power coin.
All right, seriously? How? It's already burned out. She should have his powers now. Nobody said anything about a power coin. Nobody said anything could happen to fix it after the candle burned out. Should have got it just before.
There's no other choice, Cam.
By giving his coin to another Ranger, Tommy can prevent Rita from gaining its power. It is the only way.
The only way.
I guess this is it, huh? Well, it's been great. Oh, Tommy. Don't worry. I'll be alright.
And now for the second time, we see Tommy out of the dragon armor and Red Ranger in the dragon armor.
Tommy,
With
I'm so sorry.
the dagger flute, too. Interesting. I don't blame you, my Empress. Nobody said anything about that. That's bull. Ruined by the scriptwriters on this one. Again, if you wanted to do it that way, that's fine. But you should have had him give it up just before the candle burned out. So she goes, yes, I've got the... What happened? Why don't I have the power? As opposed to, hey, it's done. We've got it. And now, after the fact, somehow they're able to go back and fix it?
There's
No.
Power Rangers in that talking tin can too.
I'm assuming that's Alpha 5, the talking tin can.
It's over.
Which, I like
Isn't
that.
it?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
And Rita?
With the coin in Jason's hands, the power is protected.
I feel strange inside.
Your body is morphing back to its normal state.
Now again, this was supposed to be pretty much
This is weird.
the end of,
You are a strong
well,
and
it's the end of
courageous
Green Ranger, but the end of
Ranger
Tommy.
and an honorable man.
Tommy was supposed to be written off the show.
Something's happening.
It was only temporary. They had some footage of him that they could use,
It was great being a ranger,
and
Zordon. You'll always be with
footage
me.
is gone. We're done with it.
Sorry,
We don't
Tommy.
need him anymore.
You tried to get the candle. You did what you had to do.
And you've got Red Ranger
powers
and
are
dragon
with you
armor now, which is
Use
cool.
them to defeat Rita. You can count on it, man.
But as we all know,
What's important to me now?
this was not the end of Tommy Oliver.
I don't ever want that to change.
And that's because he was the most popular Ranger. I mean, well, I'm going to say Kimberly probably was, because there are a lot more boys that watch the show than girls. Well, then that should be backwards, because the boys wanted to be Jason Red Ranger or Tommy Green Ranger. And the girls wanted to be Kimberly, but I think a lot of the boys liked Kimberly too, just saying. A lot of first crushes right there. But no, Tommy was just so immensely popular as a character that they
won't, Tommy.
couldn't get rid
You'll
of him.
always be one of us.
Google gobble, one of us, one of us. Bonus points to anybody that knows what that's from. Extra bonus points if you've actually seen what that's from. Oh, that's right. This is all started off where Tommy was going to ask Kimberly to the dance. And like Kimberly didn't know that's what he was trying to ask.
They said back at the gym I'd find you here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Practicing
I'm
outside
here.
sometimes.
I'm here.
Smell fresh air.
How are you doing?
I'm hanging. I've been working on my karate and focusing on my schoolwork. Just trying to keep busy, you know.
I miss you.
This has been what? This is how many days later is this supposed to be? I mean, it looks like it's 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
Okay,
Guess
maybe
it's a
not
long
5
flight.
minutes, but
Probably
it should
back
be the
home.
next day. You know,
I miss you.
it's been months. Oh, and the first kiss.
I've been wanting to do that for a long time.
Me too.
Oh, now that's over with. Guess my next question's a piece of cake.
What's that?
Kimberly, will you be my date for the dance Saturday night? Well, Kimberly.
I didn't want to make it too easy for you. Of course I'll be your date to the dance.
That actually was kind of funny. So first kiss between Tommy and Kimberly. Okay. So here we go. So that is the end of part 2 of the Green Candle. Tommy Oliver no longer has Green Ranger powers. They have supposed to go to Rita, but somehow there was this one loophole that even after the candle burned out, oh, just give the power coin to another Ranger because Rita doesn't have the power coin, even though she's got your powers. Just give the power coin to somebody else because the powers are really tied to the power coin, therefore she won't have them. Alright, is what it is. We know they have to win in the end, so they win again. There you have it, Green Candle Part 2. And let's see how long it takes to either get rid of Tommy or figure out a way to, or a reason to keep him around. In the meantime, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you do, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. You know, let's get this out there to as many people as we can. And any comments you've got, please throw them in there. Like I said, I like learning new stuff too that I didn't know. I don't like just imparting knowledge or snarkiness, monsterness, but I also like learning things that I didn't know about the show that I was a big part of. I'd like to think enough of a part of. Let's call it that. I won't say a big part. I wasn't a ranger, so, but a part of. Thanks again, and as always, remember, monsters need love too.